Good evening everybody, what's good? Thanks for joining me again in today's video. Today I'm going to be sharing a few of my favourite little stories from performing. I performed at a lot of weddings, a lot of restaurants and in front of a lot of people, and you do get all sorts when you're performing, trust me. If you are a fellow magician out there, I'm sure you'll agree. You meet some truly crazy characters, but it's all in good fun and no harm's meant. Everyone that I perform to, I'm very, very honoured and privileged to have been able to share my magic with them. So interlaced, there's going to be a couple of performances. This video unfortunately is a little bit rushed. I wanted to get a slightly longer one out, but I'll just chuck that on with the next video. Where it was, I got an old family Mac and I'm trying to get it up and running so I can edit the videos a little bit better for you guys, make them a little bit more professional. So without further ado, this is one of my favourite effects I've been working on for a little while. It's called the open prediction. Lots and lots of magicians have taken a hand at it. This is just my little spin on it. Enjoy. This is one of my favourite plots in magic, the open prediction plot, because it goes against what magicians do, really. Magicians, the whole idea is surprise, and this takes that away, but I think it makes it more impressive because you know, but you don't know. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm going to take a card out of a, I'll tell you what, I'll take it out of this blue deck now. And what a magician normally would do, I'll tell you what, actually, I'm going to read your mind first of all. I want you to think of your favourite card. There's no way I can know this, is there? No. What was it?
Queen of Hearts.
Effect number one, no, obviously I knew that. But we'll try and do this. I'm going to put that there. Okay, I'm going to give you this deck. What I want you to do is to deal down cards one at a time, face up, like so. And whenever you want, I want you to do a card face down, okay? Okay. And then carry on doing face up. So try and get a few cards in. It'll be a gut instinct, okay? You'll be going through the cards and you just think, stop, and that's just go with your gut. If you try and sort of not do it, it won't work. But face up. Yeah, you happy there? Yeah. Should we carry on going up? So now we're looking for the Queen of Hearts. I didn't see the Queen of Hearts as you went through. I don't know if the guys did at home. Just neaten these up a little bit because you're a little bit messy there. I must admit. Now, would you be impressed if you'd got the Queen of Hearts?
Yeah.
One card in the middle. I don't want to touch it. Should we turn it over? That's the open prediction. I like that trick. I like that. I used to get a lot, the old, you must get a lot of girls because you're a magician. Look, trust me, if you're a magician, generally you're doing it because you lack confidence. I used to be really fat. I've lost a lot of weight. Still no skinny guy by any stretch of the imagination, but I used to be quite fat. I used to do magic because I enjoyed it. I mean, I didn't get into it until I was a little bit 18. But with that in mind, the whole you must get a lot of girls. I remember being at a wedding. I won't mention any names. And there was a woman there, a bit older than me at the time, rather drunk, sort of red wine drunk. So if you know that, then you know what I mean. She was there with her husband, and I believe her kid or whatever. Went over, a little bit of magic as you do. You know, you lay the charm on. And I walked away. A few more people, and I felt a hand against my, you know, turned around, clocked standing over at the bar. Thought nothing more of it. Thought, okay, fair enough. You know, whatever floats your boat. About half hour later, still performing. She comes over, tells me that her husband's gone up to the hotel. Husband's going home with a kid, and she's got a hotel room there. Needless to say, I carried on performing and went home because, yeah, it's not really a bit of me all that, but it did make me smile. It does make you laugh, but I can tell you categorically, magic doesn't really get you girls, guys. So unfortunately, if you're doing that, you're doing it for all the wrong reasons. If you're on that, I recommend a book called The Game by Neil Strauss. It'll tell you how to be a professional prick and learn all the pick-up lines and all that sort of shit. But magic ain't the way to get women. But yeah, little story there from a wedding a fair few years back. Can you do me a favour? I'm going to show you a trick. It's based on Brainwave, which is like a marketed packet full stack. Can you just reach in and take out any card for me? And if you can remember the card. Yes, I'm going to run my phone down. Whenever you want to say stop.
Stop.
Yeah? Happy there?
Yeah.
I put the card back. Gracias. Now watch. If I click one card in the centre here, as if by magic, turns face up. Not only, no it doesn't, it turns blue. I'm getting my tricks on that. I was just saying, I've got this new light and it's making my magic powers drain away. What was the card you chose?
3 of clubs.
3 of clubs. Look at that. Real life magic. Do you want to see it again?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah. Gonna run through the cards if you want to say stop. I look away.
Stop.
Here?
Yeah.
Can you remember the card for me?
Yeah.
I'm going to leave it exactly as we did last time. I click, cast that little shadow, do my magical moves. One card. Can you see it? Blue card.
Nope.
There's a blue card. Do you want to send it over? And freak out. Is that your card?
Yeah.
Wow. Thanks for your help. So yeah, that was a little effect that I've done for a while. It's done without any sort of trick bits in the pack. It's kind of loosely based on a Brainwave effect, which you can get a special pack of cards where one card is the other colour. So I just wanted to do that with a pack of cards that I could do. I'm not sure where I picked it up from. I'm sure it's not mine, but I think I've even seen it on a Jay Sankey DVD years and years and years ago. So if it is someone's, I'm no good at credit, and I will get better on these. But you know, please understand. There's no offence meant if I don't say the right people. It's just you know, so much magic out there nowadays. Unfortunately, it is sort of just thrown out in the open. But I will make a better effort to do that. So that was my little Brainwave effect. Another little anecdote for you guys. I was booked. I used to do a lot of weddings at a place called the Grange, which is Croydon sort of way in Beddington Park. A Indian and English sort of fusion restaurant. You had 2 different menus. Lovely place, really great staff. Made some good friends there. And I got booked to a wedding, so I've turned up. Nothing else was said. Turned up. I think I was booked there for an hour, maybe an hour and a half, sort of standard thing. But it was a bit earlier than I normally do. I've turned up, and as I've got there, I've met the sister of the bride. Oh, nice to meet you. We've heard you're a really good magician. Brilliant. Always good when you've got someone that's heard of you. So I thought brilliant, perfect. So I've you know, got some great mentalism sort of stuff, some real hard hitting effects with me, some real sophisticated card tricks in my repertoire at this point. And lo and behold, I'm introduced to I think it was something like 7 children, 7 kids. So I had to do 90 minutes, basically stand up for these 7 kids. I had nothing whatsoever that I could really do for a group of kids like that. And I'm talking like between 4 and 10. These kids were like, you know, young. You know, ambitious card. They all signed the card. They lost interest after 2 phases. Card went to my mouth. They didn't even notice. It was possibly the hardest gig I've ever had to do. Bar one I'm going to tell you about after the next effect. But I'll tell you what, I feel that I went through that afternoon. That's probably the hardest gig, one of the hardest gigs I've ever had to do. But I got through it. I think I may have had 2 sponge balls I got from the card had fallen down the side to finish off the trick. But this next effect, as we call them, is my handling of a classic anniversary waltz. Again, there is so many ways to do this trick. It's just my presentation and my handling of it. I'm not saying it's better or worse or it's even entirely mine. But I just wanted to do something a little bit fun with the other half of this, and we're due to get married next year, so I thought we'd throw this little one in. So it's a beautiful little effect. It leaves someone with an impossible souvenir. I do the original card warp still in my walk around gigs, but this is, like I said, it's completely impromptu. You don't need anything for the deck. So if you know the originals, I mean, this might be a little bit more logical personally. I don't know. It suits my style. I hope you do enjoy it, and stick around for my last little story of a strange gig. Enjoy the magic, guys. This is a trick I normally reserve for weddings for the bride and groom. It's quite a nice trick. It's my answer to being able to do it with a normal pack of cards, so anyone can give a pack of cards. But it's quite nice, and I wanted to do it for us. Okay, so we're going to have a card chosen for me and a card chosen for you. Okay? I'm going to run my thumb down. Whenever you want, could you say stop for me?
Stop.
There? Happy?
Yeah.
We're going to pop out your card. What's your card?
4 of hearts.
Yeah, the 4 of hearts. Now, could you sign your name across the 4 of hearts? Hold the cards for you for east. Nice and beautiful. Oh, thank you. It's giving me kisses and everything for good luck. Oh, thank you very much. We'll need that in a minute, so we'll leave that there. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put your card in the centre. Now, this is for me more than anything to remember it, but you're going to do the trick for me, okay? So it's going to go in the centre, and we're going to have a card for me. We'll use the Ace of Clubs. Is that okay? I'm going to write my name across the back of the Ace of Clubs. And I'll match you with two kisses there. Can you see it on the camera? The right hand? So we get the Ace of Clubs. Now, can you shuffle the deck? Because what that's going to resemble is like all the chaos of life. Because you know, when you're together, it ain't always plain sailing. You have ups and downs and all the rest of it, and flailing my arms about. So it's good for that. It's like casting shadows onto it. Don't drop them. Are you happy they're mixed?
Yeah.
Right. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to use the Ace of Clubs, my card, to find your Frankie card.
Okay.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to dribble the cards, and whenever you want, just chuck the card in. There?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to square it up. We're going to go through, we're going to look through the cards, and we're going to find a card. Oh, so your old cards. We're going to find a card with your name on it. My name on it, sorry. Look at this. Now we have a card above it, we have a card below. You'd be amazed if we found the Frankie card.
Yeah.
That's how our love was true. Unfortunately, she missed. I can't be bothered to redo this. So put your hand up. We'll get my Ace of Clubs. Put your hand there. I'll put my hand on top. Now I want you to imagine the name going off the back and it turning just into your card. What was your card? 7 of hearts. 4 of hearts. You wrote your name across. Sometimes it gets stuck halfway through. See, because you get the. That's my little take on anniversary waltz.
Love that one.
You like that one? Love you.
Yeah.
Wasn't that exciting? Last story I've got. I got booked to do a gig. I lived at the time in Croydon, in south east sort of London way. I got booked to do a gig in Norwich. I also had to sell a car to the people who had booked me. It was a bit of a strange setup, but again, I've been recommended to go and do it, and I've been chosen for their entertainment at Christmas. If that's what you're into, they had me go there and perform. So I turned up and thought it was going to be a big family party. you know, as people do around the festive period. Get together with your friends and family and have a few drinks and eat far too much. Well, to my surprise, I walked in to the living room and there was six or seven people there, and I've been booked for a 2-hour slot. Now, I'm fine with that personally because they were adults. 2 hours is still very difficult. At the time, I was touring with a show I did back, I can't even remember the year, my memory's terrible, called Deviant. If you did come to that, I was back in the, God knows, probably 10 years ago maybe. But that was a really cool little show that I did. I enjoyed very much. And I knew that I had just over an hour's worth of material from that, and that was all mentalism. So, although I didn't have all the props, I kind of could get together things like envelopes and use the stuff I used to talk about to do it. So there I was, doing my little routine, basically doing my stage show, my theatre show to 7 people, and I had to fill up the rest of the time. So I ended up having to basically use a pack of cards and myself for the 40 minutes or so. Needless to say, they all say they enjoyed it. I couldn't have stood me for that much time personally, but they say they enjoy it. Never heard from them again, mind you. But like I say, it wasn't the everyday sort of show, and sometimes probably my fault. I should have asked the situation, but I don't. To me, that's such a strange thing. But again, like I say, I was very, very honoured and grateful to be their entertainment that year. To me, that meant a lot. So yeah, if you've got any strange stories, if you are a performing magician, or if not, if you've seen a magician at a function, if you've done a family wedding, or at your wedding, and there's been a magician, let me know what you thought. Let me know what they did. I'm not going to tell you how they did any of this stuff because we don't work like that, unfortunately. But I'm just interested to see people's views on magicians at weddings and restaurants, because obviously it's such a strange place for a magician, but at the same place it works so at the same time it works so well. So let me know what you guys think about having magicians in these sort of places. Any funny stories of my fellow magician people? Love to hear them. Comment down below. Don't forget, please do like and subscribe the video. It means so much to us guys that are doing this. So if you have got anyone that you watch their video and you thought, you know what, he made me laugh, he made me smile for 5 minutes, give a little like, subscribe, hit the little notification bell, and you won't miss any of the videos. My next video, which I do hope you want to come along to watch, I'm going to be reviewing a few decks of cards sent to me by a few people. I'm going to also be asking anyone that watches that wants to get involved, if you have any local shops that sell just your cheap playing cards, anything from the Wallingtons to the £1 for 10 pack things, grab a pack and send them my way, or let me know where I can get them. I'll pay you back for them, that's not a problem. I want to do a little review of the state of playing cards in the UK, so that will be a future video, but I need your guys' help. And like I said, next video, a little bit of review. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.